with that, I know we were talking about fractals. We'll kind of go into like our 2022 outlook. It's early in the year. I don't think most of us have been to. I mean, I know none of us have been to a festival yet, and I know that we definitely have a lot of people on our radar. With COVID hopefully ending, relatively soon. A lot of artists are starting to come back and do shows. So, I'll start 2022. I have EDC and North Coast are locked. I cannot wait to see you guys in Chicago for North Coast. That lineup is. It was so stupid at $200. I was like, this. I would actually regret not going, even if every set sucked. Like I would just have to go to see it. I mean, the No Redemption set, Cham and Mala back to back, is just gonna be insane. I've always that's Porter. I'll get to see a Porter festival set, which is another big draw for me. I mean, Griffin Slander, the Ophelia takeover with Seven Lions, the Diplo Higher Ground takeover. I think is gonna be sick. Like if Aluna goes, like it might have to be like I might have to go to that. Millennium going as well. So I mean, that lineup was just really,
There's
really, really, really good.
there's a second wave. There's a second wave
Second.
of the
Yeah,
lineup.
yeah,
How?
yeah. They
Fractal?
announced that, so I guess, yeah, dude. If Subtronics is at it, it's
Oh my God.
illegal. But
Yeah.
speaking of him,
Dude,
my
there's
first,
no way he's not at it. There's no way he's not at it.
He was there last
dude, that's a
year.
big name though. They already have so many big names to add. Like I think it's gonna be like lower people, but we'll see. That's
Could
just,
you
No,
imagine?
I
Could you imagine hearing fucking what's the gassed up live?
Oh my
Oh.
God.
so
No.
that's what I'm getting to. I
Pew, pew, pew.
don't know if you guys have been following Subtronics on this Fractal tour, but I am going to see him in a few weeks in Orlando. But he won't be my first concert. It'll be the day before. My first concert of 2022 will be Dua Lipa in Orlando, which I am so psyched about. Love
Bobby.
Dua Lipa. Yeah, another big Dua Lipa stan. So I'm going with my girlfriend Becca. That'll be a fun time. But then the next day in Orlando is Subtronics on the Fractals tour. So I told Becca, I was like, "Are we staying an extra day?" And we are. So I'm
Let's
pumped
go.
to see. I'm pumped to see it. It's going to be two completely different vibes. Like we're literally going disco pop to like extremely melt facing EDM, and then within a 2-day period, like 24 hours
I
apart.
was talking to someone about this the other day. What genre would you put Subtronics in?
I would put him in dubstep rhythm.
I don't even know if you can like just like solidify him to one genre. Like that's
Oh,
it's like
I'm saying
like,
bulk
you know
of
how many
work.
times I've had to but like you know how many times I've had to just like listen to his shit and be like, what? But how do you make this fucking sound?
That's actually what I was
What are
telling
these
Victor.
noises?
That's actually what I was
You're
telling
like, what
Victor.
Like, what the fuck
Yeah.
is this noise? I love
When
it, but like,
when I was
how you
texting
do
Victor
this?
about the album,
How you
when I
do
was-
this? Yeah.
Just
when I was texting Victor about the
Jesse,
album, I
chill.
was like, dude, this is one of the most original dubstep albums I've heard since like Skrillex. Like this is a very original sounding like dubstep album, like hard rhythm album, and that's what I think impressed. He really was diverse and it would like ranged a lot, but I think that every song smacked and it was like very originally sounding. So I'm excited. I've seen like videos and pictures of his tour. It looks just bananas, and his stage looks sick. So
Yeah.
I'm really pumped.
I'm seeing it in
Boogie T's on the tour as
I'm seeing it
well.
in like a couple of weeks, so I'm pretty pumped.
Yeah, it's the Fractals tour too. So we'll get to see that relatively soon. We'll probably mention that on this on a podcast in a future podcast episode. So
Shameless plug.
really excited to see. Yeah. So that's gonna be fun. Potentially seeing Nitty Gritty with Deontay if he comes to Tampa. That'll be a fun episode as well if we happen to go together to the Ritz February 25th here in Tampa. But as far as like the festivals go, I would say like my top I really, really want to see that I haven't seen. Tyler Crater is up there, and I know he's going to Forecastle, and like that Sunday should be illegal. I might call my local congressman to make that illegal. Alice in Wonderland, Rufus, and Tyler in one day. Just
Tame Impala.
Yeah. And that's the day before. So that's just one day. This is freaking Rufus, Allison, Tyler, Tame Impala, Earl Sweatshirt. Yeah, the lineup was really, really sick. It's just
Wait,
more than
DJ,
weekend
are you sending forecasts?
No, not yet. If we happen to go to Miami,
you can't.
dude, Also,
Bro,
also
you
recognize
can't.
this. Also recognize this. Sunset. Even if I don't go to Miami, all right, Forecastle would be fun, but that's when Memorial Day is Sunset Music Festival, which is the EDM festival in Tampa that I normally go to, and they're extending it from 2 days to 3 days this year, and they're dropping the lineup in a couple weeks. So we'll see. We'll
You
see.
got me so excited for no reason.
I relax, relax, relax. I mean, still on the board. It's just the lowest percentage chance of happening. I'll
Anyway,
be honest.
next.
All right, so Tyler Creator is going to be up there. I would say Swedish House Mafia. Now that they're going on tour, I mean, I desperately want to see them. I love them to death, and they're I believe like one of the top 5 founding fathers of EDM. Just gods, amazing. So yeah, I really want to see them this year. Now that they're going on tour. Um, I got to see my queen Alice in Wonderland at some point this year. Now she's dropping an album soon, and she's going to be going on tour. Flume is going to be in that same category. So I really want to catch him somewhere. And then
Bonnaroo.
yeah, I know Bonnaroo. It's on the board. It is on the board, but I need to wait for ACL app to come because North Coast and EDC are already sends, and I want to do a minimum of 3, and I want to see what the ACL lineup is because, and I'll get into my last artist that I wanted to see, which is the Arctic Monkeys, and I know that they're thinking about making an album and going on tour soon, and I really, really want to see them because I've been a huge fan of theirs for a long time. So that's probably my top 5 that I really want to see in the only concerts / festivals that I have locked in plan right now. But yeah, with that, we'll go to Deontay, the man of mini festivals this year.
I have. I think I have like 7 festivals planned this year.
Jeez,
Um,
Illfest, which is like a few weeks away.
So my birthday weekend, I'm going to Illfest, which is in 3 weeks. But before that, I'm going to go see the most anticipated artist that I've been waiting to see for the fucking longest time, Sullivan King. I've had
That's
the chance
sick.
to see him
Happy for you.
like 3 times, but I'm finally getting to see him this year on my actual birthday. So that's gonna be fucking nutty because he's one of my favorite artists like ever.
Yeah.
Right after that, I'm going to Illfest like 2 days later. I'm flying up to Chicago for St. Patty's Day weekend to go see Madion, Madayan, however the fuck you guys want to say it.
Yeah,
don't know
I
how
think
to
it's
say it.
Madion. I think it's Madion.
Yeah, I think it's Madion. I am potentially going to Denver to the Mile High show to go see Excision. Onyx
Oh
is
my
a
God.
fucking slapper.
Yeah. That lineup looks so stupid too. Are you going to
Onyx
Dion
is
Timber
a
Day?
slapper of it. Yeah. Onyx is a slapper of an album. I kind of want to see that live. That's gonna be sick. I bought tickets for Subtronics in Austin. That's in March. Another guy that I've been waiting to see for a long time, LS Dream, is coming
Nice.
to Austin in April. So I'm gonna go see that at the end of April. One of my best friends, Laney. Set the Sky's coming in May. I'll be going to that. Corella just got announced at the end of May too. Probably gonna go buy a ticket to that. What is it? Forecast Festival. Going to that. Already bought the ticket. We're locked in. I'm gonna go crazy in June. I'm gonna go back to back with Bonnaroo and Electric Forest.
That's so crazy. 3 weeks apart.
So wild. Animal.
This is 6 months into the year. I'm not done.
Yeah.
I'm not done.
We're only halfway there.
I think as of right now, I'm gonna take a break in August. But I'm gonna follow up in September with North Coast for Labor Day weekend. And then I'm going to ACL, and then I'm going to EDC Orlando with the boys.
Boys trip.
Excellent.
Yeah. So that's what I have lined up. Who am I most excited for? Well, who do I want to see that I'm not going to see this year? As of right now, I think top of that list is I want to see Kaiwachi so fucking bad, dude.
Interesting.
I want to see Kaiwachi so fucking bad.
Yeah, he's been getting pretty toasty lately.
Yeah, he's fire, and I haven't seen him yet, and I haven't even had the opportunity to see him.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be crazy. someone I didn't mention that I probably will see, but like haven't seen yet, Lucy. Again, I have a cat named Lucy. I haven't seen Lucy.
You missed her
so,
twice.
Yeah, I missed her fucking twice. You know, and side part story. You wanna know why the fuck I missed her at EDC?
This is hilarious.
Yeah, so it's a little bit of my fault. It's a little bit of my friend's fault. We all lived like stayed at the same hotel. There was like 8 of us in 2 rooms, and we get down to the bus stop. We're literally about to walk onto the bus. Our buddy Mickey looks at us and he's like, "Oh, dude, fuck! I left my shuttle pass at the hotel." Me being the good friend that I am, I'm like, all right, you know what? Fuck it, Mickey. Let's walk back to the hotel. Fuck it. We'll go get your shuttle pass. We get to the hotel room. He's like, all right, dude, we don't have to walk back to the shuttle. I'll just call an Uber. All right, fine, Mickey. That works for me. I take a piss. I have like a fanny pack and like my fucking parachute pants on. So I like take the fanny pants off so I can comfortably take a piss. And yeah. And I fucking leave my fanny pack at the hotel and don't realize it until I'm at the fucking entrance gate of EDC the last day. And they're like, Mickey, I left my fucking fanny pack at the hotel room.
Dude,
so we're stuck out. Yeah. So not only did Mickey delay us an hour, I delayed us another fucking 40 minutes as Lucy's playing. And I'm like, dude, we can't go back to the hotel. Like, I gotta fucking. Luckily, they let me in without having to like go back to the hotel and get my ID and shit. Because I was basically in that bitch with nothing but a wristband.
Yeah, and it was so funny too because that day we were waiting for you, but everyone had gone in. So like me, Jeff, Victor were all getting in. That was the day that security gave us like the most trouble. Like we lost a couple things, and me and Jeff were the first 2 in, and we're just waiting. And like he's like bobbing his head, and he's like, "Yo, Lucy's kind of throwing down right now."
Dude, I know, bro. So fucking pissed.
I was like, "Yeah, she kind of is."
Yeah. But yeah, I'd say, I mean, top anticipated sets this year, honestly. Sullivan King's probably number 1, Ella Stream number 2, Lucy number 3. If I had to see someone on my wish list, I'd say Kaiwachi is number 1. Because I haven't seen him, and he is probably one of my favorite DJs that I haven't seen yet. So,
and that'll lead to Max, if he's here.
I'm here.
Nice.
Taking a little
Beautiful intro.
dinner break.
Ooh, what'd you have?
Yeah, gotta eat, boy. Gotta eat.
Checkers.
So, like I said, I've got a lot going on now, and like comparison to recent years, like I just went full on. Like I'm just gonna go to several different festivals, just do it. Because I missed North Coast last year. I was really bummed about that.
Same.
So, what I got going on, I mean, Forecastle is the one that I'm anticipating the most. It was the one that I never even heard about Forecastle before. Never even thought about this is
Same
a place that there would be a legit festival going on in Louisville, Kentucky. The day that I find out about this lineup, first of all, to preface this, whenever I missed Rufus and ACL, because I didn't get to go to ACL, I told myself, the next moment that I get the chance to see Rufus, I'm going to take it no matter what. So I saw Rufus headliner on Forecastle, done. I just got it. Didn't even think about it. And then I started looking at the rest of the lineup.
Could have been a scam website. Absolutely send.
It could have been. But then I started looking at, like, Alice in Wonderland. Haven't seen her yet. Lane 8. Haven't seen him yet. Tame Impala. Porter Robinson. Haven't seen him either. Dr. Fresh. I'm like, oh, fuck. Like,
yeah, that's a sick one, too.
This is amazing. I'm so glad that I got this ticket.
Actually, let me update that. Dr. Fresh is going to be in my top 5 to see this year. Sorry, continue. I'm going to update my list.
Easily. I mean, Wax Motif's going.
Oh,
let's
gosh.
see who else is going to be there.
threw the fuck
Noise
down
You
the
back-to-back Don
Coast last
Bresky. Can't forget that one. That's going to be ridiculous. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that one. But, of course, Bonnaroo. It was just one of those, another one. I knew, like, I had to go to a really big festival, and this is going to be my 3rd time going to Bonnaroo. And I'm fucking pumped. And you know what, Victor and DJ?
It's like Victor.
Oh, God.
Go to the website, buy a ticket, and you'll go.
I knew this was going to come at some point.
Yeah.
You know what?
I
This
cannot
podcast is a bad
do-
idea. Go ahead, Vic.
Abort.
Yeah,
I-
exactly.
I cannot do
What?
the Forest to Rue transition. That's just
Yeah, it's tough.
not in the
Yeah,
cards.
it's just a different.
Yeah. Deontay is a different animal for doing that.
Yeah.
Like that. I mean, back-to-back camping festivals in the same month.
That's a lot.
I mean, if I did 2 camping festivals in a year, that's a lot. But it's just very impressive.
Yeah.
But yeah, I couldn't agree more. And Bonnaroo is still on the table, so I don't want to say like it's a no yet. I just want to see ACL and another big festival because I already have 2 locked in, and like 3 is kind of like pushing it, especially if I want to go to Europe this year, which I have plans to do. So we'll see. But Bonnaroo is still on the table for sure. With that, Camus, yeah.
Bonnaroo's
I
huge
know.
for me because I want to just make a note that like the reason why I sent Bonnaroo was to 2 artists. Disclosure, never seen Disclosure.
Don't say it.
When the
I'm
fire
like, I
starts
have
to
to
burn.
DJ, you're talking about going to Europe. You're going on a Europe trip. I almost said going to see Disclosure in Spain just because I've never seen Disclosure before. Because they're going to be there in...
I know who the artist is going to be.
No, May. I think it's May. Yep. And so that's the first one.
Don't
The
say it.
sleeper. The sleeper. The one that
I
I've
know
waited to see for
that
the
one.
longest time. Abstract.
Oh,
my
yeah.
goodness. I am so
Happy.
excited to see Abstract.
I thought you were going to say
Literally-
Flume.
Well, I've already seen Flume before. But
I
I'm
know.
excited to see
We've seen
Flume.
Flume.
No doubt
We saw
about
Flume
that.
together.
But
I know, that
yeah,
was a
exactly.
while ago.
First year of Bonnaroo.
I've
But,
never
dude,
seen it.
Abstract.
He's amazing.
Abstract.
I can't wait.
He rules my workout playlist. Like he just bumps every time. Like I'm just like I have to listen to Abstract.
Dude,
Yeah.
the Abstract Lost Lands set,
Sick.
or like
Yeah.
Couchland set, crazy.
Yeah. He's so dope. I just love Bass House, and him and Joyride are just the kings of Bass House right now. Like, they're just so nasty. They're so good. But yeah, that's probably why they're like
coming
best
up.
friends. Yeah, I know. But Cam was Cam, 2022 outlook.
Here we go. Okay. So I am. I think let's see. This will be kind of interesting. I actually have a festival on here that none of you guys know about that I'm going to. It's
Really?
Ooh.
Actually,
Surprise
some of you guys
festival.
might know, but I don't know.
Do
I don't
tell.
know that I pulled
Are
the
you
trigger.
keeping secrets?
Yeah, maybe. Okay, first,
Oh,
Castle
won't you
Memorial
stay
Day,
for a while?
with Max and D. So, biggest reason why I sent that was strictly due to how fucking awesome Rufus Soul was in ACL. I mean,
It's fair.
one of the greatest live performances I've ever seen. Porter Robinson's on there again, and as I said before, he was my favorite show I saw outside of a festival last year. I have no doubt that with festival production, it's just going to be even better. And then obviously Dombreski Noizu. I'm a huge Dombreski fan. I think that B2B is going to be fucking incredible. And then Tame Impala was on the bucket list, so get to cross that off.
That's dope.
On that same day, Troy Boy also on the bucket list, knocking him off. And then Wax Motif, Lane 8, can't go wrong. Tyler the Creator, seeing him a second time, and then Rufus all on Sunday. As you said before, DJ, Sunday should be fucking illegal.
Yeah, it really should be. And I honestly, please send snaps of that Tyler Creator set. Like, he's coming to Tampa. He's coming to Tampa, and Vince Staples is opening for him. And I want to go. Upper deck tickets at, by the way, a crappy venue. It's the USF basketball stadium. It's crappy venue. Upper deck is like $150.
Holy fuck.
I was like,
Yeah, right.
I was like, what?
On that Sunday, I'm also pretty pumped to see Jai Wolf too. I think.
Oh yeah.
I think he'll
Dude,
push-
Jai was gonna smack.
Exactly.
He opened for Porter when I saw him in Orlando. He opened for Porter. That was really good. Yeah, it was really,
He opened
really
here
good.
too.
So number 2, the
On the tour.
Sneaky Festival that you guys don't know about, or you guys kind of might know about. So 2 days ago, Jackie's parents came in town, and we were sitting there. To preface, one of Jackie's older sisters went to Tulane, so she's all about going back to visit New Orleans, yada yada yada. So she sends in weekend 2 of Jazz Fest. Within 5 minutes, she has bought a ticket for me, Jackie, both of Jackie's parents, and her. And our Airbnb is going to be booked within the week. So let me read off some of these names. I wish I could share my screen.
It was we saw it in our Instagram group, didn't we? Like 2 days. Like,
Exactly. So
oh
my
no,
weekend
Foo
that I
Fighters.
No. Unfortunately, they're the weekend before.
Oh,
and
okay.
You can only go this one. So Stevie Nicks, Jimmy Buffett, Coral Reefer Band, Luke Combs, Black Crows, Willie Nelson and Family, Ludacris, Ziggy Marley, just a whole bunch of like old school. It's just going to be such a
That's
cool
awesome.
experience. Music all day.
Yeah. I've heard that
So-
festival is very cool too, like outside the music. Like it's like one of those like Bonnaroo communities where it's
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everybody loves everybody.
Yep.
So on to the next is my most anticipated of the year. Back to the farm, baby. Back to the farm with the boys. This Friday is straight up. I mean,
DJ, buy the ticket. The farm's
come on.
calling.
Millennium, Disclosure, Lane 8, John Summit, LPGOB, Jay Wara.
This nigga spitting.
Going to the next day. We got Flume, Chris Lake. I mean, it just gets better and better. Stevie Nicks.
It don't
Perez.
stop.
Tash Sultana. We haven't talked about her yet.
Oh,
I think that's
yeah.
gonna be fucking incredible, guys.
Trust me, I'll
Yeah.
talk about some cash.
DJ, D. If no one else will go with us to that, we will be heading that way.
Bro, I will be front row at Tash.
There we go. I love to hear it. So
Holding on to you.
It's the last confirmed festival that I have a ticket for. So, by the way, I have tickets for all four of those, or all four of these so far.
Nice.
North Coast is last. Getting to see Porter Robinson again is going to be incredible. I'll see Porter 5 times in a year. I don't give a fuck. Every
Yeah.
time I know it's going to be great.
And Vic was explaining the lineup set to me, and it has to be either Porter or Kaytranada. And like, don't be wrong, I really want to see Kaytranada, but I want to see a Porter set, a festival set. I want to see him in a festival setting.
The other big conflicts will be Elenium Diplo, but it's a higher ground takeover. But I'm still going to see my main guy Elenium.
Yeah.
And then Friday is Armin, Bjorn, and Fisher. I'll probably go see Armin. We'll see.
I think I'll see Armin as well. I owe it to Max, who stuck it with me for Chami. So I was like, yeah, I'll go see
And
Armin.
then
Surrender to the
I think
trance.
I'm not gonna see Armin this year. So
Yeah.
We got the
He's a
Shami Mala
beast.
back. We got the Shami Mala B2B. We got
That's a lock.
Sid will be there.
you can't miss that.
Seven Lions, Ophelia Takeover. We're there. It's just going to be an all-around great time.
Look here, I dropped the ball the last time I had the chance to see Seven Lions. I was very good out, but
That's what we saw
I'm
John.
not missed. Yeah, trust me, I was stuck at Jaws. I didn't voluntarily see Jaws that night.
Come on.
But
Yeah.
last but not least on my festival is the thing that I am bummed about is I have all these tickets, but I don't have a single ticket to somewhere Grizz is going to be, and
It's a problem.
It's a problem. So on my last line of festivals is ACL/Grizz event to be determined.
Like that.
So if Grizz comes out with another world again, I'm sending it. If Grizz comes out, if we all decide we want to go to Grizzmas, I'd be down for that. You know what I mean? But a Grizz event will have to happen for me this year.
Yeah, another world would be easy to convince Becca to go to too, because she's got family in Denver.
Exactly. And Colorado, I got boys in Denver too. I can
Yeah.
stay with Zaid. I don't even need the Airbnb. I can meet y'all out. But I think a Grizz event has to happen for myself. That is it in that outlook.
All right, Vic,
Sorry.
last one.
All right. Yeah. So I only have 2 festivals on the docket this year so far. There's a lot of that I'm like on the fence about. But as of right now, going to Electric Forest, which I'm so pumped about. Going with Dee and my girlfriend and a few other, just a good group. But anyway, that's
Few other
something I
Wooks.
wanted to go to. Yeah, some other random assorted looks.
Miscellaneous Wooks.
Miscellaneous Wooks are joining. But no, that's a festival I've been wanting to go to since like 2013.
Yeah.
I remember like the summer going into college. A friend of mine came back from it and just told me all about it, and I was like, "Yep, that sounds fucking sick." I'm going to that, and so it's finally come to fruition. We barely got tickets. Somehow a friend of ours got into the weight room and got us a couple tickets. So going to that, really excited for all the headliners there. I actually have the lineup pulled up in front of me and like every single person I want to see. So Disclosure, never seen them. Sylvan Esso is someone I wanted to see at Bonnaroo in 2020, and that got canceled, and so I was bummed about that. So finally going to see them. Grizz, obviously, King. Grizz is God. Rule number 4.
Yep.
Number 4.
Yeah.
I'll abide by that. I'll abide by that.
100%.
Yeah. And then Big G, I haven't seen in a few years. Really excited for that. Toki Mazda.
Yes.
Big Wild, Closey, Dom Dalla. Duke Dumont is actually someone that I've always wanted to see and have never seen. Subtronics is on there. Yeah, pretty much everyone I want to see. And then I'm a fan of taking some picnics and dancing around to jam bands. So I'll probably stop into a few of those, and like String Cheese Incident, I'm sure would be pretty awesome. So
yeah,
that's that.
You know what'd be cool is Ellis Dream is in Chicago in a week, in 2 weeks now, and I believe me, Victor, are going to that. So on one of our upcoming podcasts, we'll be able to give a review on Ellis Dream's new
heck yes,
Peace, Love, and Web Store.
Yeah, and that's
Isn't that next?
Yeah,
isn't that next weekend.
February 5th. So
2 weekends.
It's the 23rd. Yeah, 2 weekends.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
and that's the whole point of this podcast is just like catch people at different times of tours, and keep going with festivals and concerts and everything.
Subtronics Fractal Tour in March.
Peace, Web, and Dubs, baby.
Yeah.
Be a fucking awesome time. We should bring Jeff on for that. Or actually, we need to get Jeff in here.
Jeff needs to come in here in general.
Dude,
Mickey needs to come here in general, and Dylan needs to come here in general.
Jeff's
Yeah, Dylan.
fucking Jeff.
I need Dylan stories. I have to have Dylan and Mickey stories.
And he's a California, LA person. Like he's the
be
perfect ending piece of a diverse country.
Exactly. We should give him his own.
This would be a 3-hour podcast if we had those two in here.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we'd probably cut it like the more quick answers.
Well, we'd also be able to use that 3 hours and turn it into what?
2 episodes. Yeah,
Episodes?
we could.
Yeah.
We easily could. We film once. Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
I'm not.
But,
I'm not down.
But yeah, I guess Vic, is that your 2022 outlook?
No, I've got I've got North Coast on there. I mean, that lineup is bonkers, and I think it's just going to get better, obviously, with the second wave. But on that, I'm excited to see Void there. I just recently, with DJ, learned that's a sudden death set that he does. So,
completely forgot about that. That's
yeah, watched.
Disgusting.
Yeah, it looks insane. So that'll be sweet. And then yeah, just pumped for everyone else on that lineup. On the fence for Forecastle. Can't do the Bonnaroo. Can't do the Bonnaroo Send. I don't know.
But keep in mind, Forecastle, you get a built-in day off because of Memorial Day.
Yes.
Oh,
That's true.
I think I'll
Bonnaroo
do
too.
that one.
Bonnaroo too.
Bonnaroo, yeah, June 19th. You also get
It's just not. I just can't. Literally can't do it. Like we would leave the farm Monday, and then have to get back to Chicago, and then leave for Electric Forest.
Hey,
on Wednesday.
if I can do it, you can.
I don't think that's a good rule to live by.
Take like
If-
2 weeks off of work.
Yeah, you're right. Most
We're gonna
people
get our
can't do the
cars
things
to
that I do. You're right.
Exactly. I agree.
Whatever.
Um,
I didn't know you were
What?
afraid of a challenge, Victor.
It's actually not completely out, but I mean, I just don't think there's any way. Like financially,
So it's out.
it's out.
And Victor,
It's fucking out.
I will confirm it now.
Catch you next year.
But yeah, definitely, kind of like what Cam was saying. I definitely want to get a Grizz event on the schedule. I would go back to Another World in a heartbeat. That was just fucking so awesome. And then going to Rez in St. Louis for Mardi Gras. What'd you say, Cam? Oh, Kansas City. Max,
Max?
looking at the football game. Yeah, what's going on, Max? You're distracting me.
Sorry. It's going to OT. It's going
Let's
to
go.
OT.
Let's go.
Oh,
Okay,
nice.
go ahead, Victor.
Wow, that's wild. Rez.
Yeah, Rez, for Mardi Gras in St. Louis, be sick. And then I got a Subtronics ticket in Chicago at Navy Pier, like
Hell yes.
the night that Fractals came out, because I just thought that album was so fucking good.
Yeah, you got to see the
Um,
tour if you love the album.
yeah, so that's it. Oh yeah, and then Ellis Dream, probably go to that with Cam. And yeah, thinking that'll be my first weekend fully moved into Chicago. So my roommate Mike and I are thinking about throwing the pregame for that. So
Fuck yeah.
yeah, little housewarming Wub Fest.
Nice.
Yeah,
Chicago's not ready.
no, definitely not. But yeah, so
Dude, I'll be up there for that.
are you coming?
No.
Max, you should try and come up for Matroda, or is it Madion? St. Patty's weekend, D?
Ooh,
Madion.
what Madion?
Yeah,
hope
Matt.
he's better
It's
than Gatorade Factory.
it's March 12th. It's March 12th.
March 12th,
Gotcha.
that's right.
I'm probably definitely gonna go for Disclosure. In May, I think it is May.
Oh yeah,
4th,
it's
something along
2
those
days of
lines.
disclosure.
Oh
Chicago.
yeah, you're right. There is 2
2
days
days of
at
it.
Radius.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yep.
so
Go get my
Medion is
ticket here
probably a
soon.
maybe, but Disclosure, I'm gonna see him twice for sure.
We go to so many shows. It's like almost impossible to list off everything we've been
I
to
know.
to a podcast.
Which is why if we do this progressively, it's going to be funny because you can just go a little more in depth in each show and festival.
How
yeah.
many shows can these people go to?
The limit does not exist.
All of them. We will. We'll
And
hit
then
all
have
of
the
them.
brain cells to come back and make a podcast about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That'll actually be funny if we record like on a I
The
guess
day
it can be on
after.
a Sunday. Yeah, like a Monday
The
or
day
something, like
after
a
I've
Monday
been
night
there.
after festival.
Like-
Sunday we're gonna be full balls deep.
That'd be like the
At a
day
festival,
after
so.
a 19-year-old college kid wins the NCAA title, and they make him wake up at 8 a.m. and interview him, and he's blacked out drunk
Yeah.
on live television,
Yeah,
answering questions.
yeah.
Could you imagine the Monday after Ruth? We're like trying to figure out a fucking game plan for a talk track.
I'd fall asleep mid-podcast.
Yeah. So I saw.
Deontay, who'd you see this weekend? Fuck. Give me a week to remember.
Yeah. I'm still rebooting. I'm rebooting.
Still gathering my thoughts.
I love it.
Alt delete.
Well, with that, guys, thank you very much for the inaugural episode of United Wooks of America. I think that we definitely covered, everything that we saw last year, everything that we will see this year, and obviously, we'll look back at this podcast and the stories that we hear from these individual concerts and festivals and be like, yeah, that was worth it. We were so right about, seeing this people or these festivals. But with that, I'll throw just like, closing thoughts on promotions. Well, my name's DJ. Follow me on Album Analyzer on Instagram. That's pretty much everything. Follow this podcast on every platform you can imagine. United Wooks on TikTok, United Wooks on YouTube, United Wooks of America on Instagram. Just be sure to give us a follow, subscribe us in Spotify, wherever you listen. And then I'll throw it to you guys.
What would be a good idea would be putting our individual Snapchats up. And then tweeting out from the Twitter account the night before one of us is going to go to a show. So
That's
if they want to,
idea.
they could tune into our Snapchat. Because I don't know about you guys, but my phone's out a whole hell of a lot during the show.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Cam has the rolling fucking footage of
I got the footage. That's
shows.
I'm a freaking video journalist in the middle of a war, and when at these festivals, I really am.
I wish Griner was here because that would have been a great joke for his fucking Android.
Yeah. Deontay, you got any promotions?
Yeah, you can follow me on like DJ said. I make the intro music. I'm a DJ, producer as well. You can follow me at Dantas Music on Instagram, ThatBoyD_ on Twitter. We'll be coming out with these things, however often we do. I think it's like every other week. So keep tuning in, keep getting more insight. It's going to be a fun year, and I'm excited to get everything started with you guys.
Yeah, and if you want to join, feel free. We'd love to talk with you guys. Vic, Max, Cam?
I don't really have any anything to promote.
Not necessarily me either, but I'll put my.
Hey,
I'll make
you
sure
can you can promote that cute face, Victor. You too, Cam.
Wow, thanks,
I'll
D.
get the cam. I'll give a couple kisses
Cam
to the
Cam
cam.
needs
But
a
no.
promotion for a camera.
I'll-
Someone give Cam a cam.
This episode is sponsored by Phil and
I'll,
Cameron.
Cam
I'll
with
definitely.
Cam with no cam.
I'll definitely make sure we put all of our individual snaps in so that we can put like live Twitter, live Instagram updates of when one of us is going to go to one of these shows that we talk about.
That's cool.
Because obviously, leading up to these shows, that show show we put on that day will say, "Hey, Cam, you're going to see blah 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 tonight," and then at the end of that episode, we'll tweet out what time my show starts, what time to expect to, tune in should they want to see some videos of our show. Or of the
Perfect.
show that we go to.
Definitely. I'm with
Yeah.
that.
Definitely excited to snap some things and get some different perspectives on the shows that we see. So we're going to be going to literally dozens, if not hundreds, collectively of all of us. So that's going to be. Really
I think across the group we'll be going to a show every week.
I would say
yeah,
I would
easy.
say we should keep like a tracker. I would think we'd hit 100 plus by the end of the year. Sets, like individual.
Yeah. Oh, easily.
Easy, yeah.
Yeah.
Easily. I mean, especially when we start to get Mickey and Jeff and Dylan and just like
100%.
easily,
100%.
easily. But yeah, ambassador of the Wooks America. So all about them wubs.
Wooks and
Well,
Wubs.
guys, thank you all for the first
Yeah.
episode. We'll see you guys in a couple weeks, and this will be posted hopefully before we go to our first round of concerts and first round of festivals. So be on the lookout for those future episodes.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
See you, boys.
Peace.